Applebaum, a senior fellow at the Johns Hopkins School of Advanced International Studies and the Agora Institute. There may be no one with greater specialty at what is happening here. I have to ask you now, a year in, what you see happening as we look at the situation in Ukraine.
This was always about his desire to destroy the forces of democracy and liberalism and open society that he saw developing in Ukraine and crushing that movement.
I'd like to show you a short video put together by the Reckoning Project on Russian war crimes.
Очень много погибших.
The mission of the Reckoning Project's journalists, documentary filmmakers, academics, lawyers, and war crimes researchers is to ensure that Russia's war crimes don't retreat from the front pages.
The divide is much more about our feelings about each other. We are more likely to dehumanize people in the other party. We think that they're a threat to the country. And these types of feelings are not the kind of thing we can compromise with.
The feelings of warmth of African Americans towards the Democratic Party has been on the decline, and Republican strategists understand that that matters. And they may not have anything to offer those disgruntled individuals, but they sure do know how to exploit that division.
What I worry about is a set of political extremists who systematically undermine our democratic institutions.
Young people are really frustrated with institutional politics that they feel like has not delivered results in their lives.
Everything you hear about, from criminal justice to reform to climate change, every issue is a voting issue. Young people showed up in such a force, they're actually taking action.
Governments respond to numbers of people. It's not always the loudness of one voice. It is how many people can congregate around an idea and begin to push that idea forward.
And that's what happens in a federalist system. You have experimentation, you have change, you have choice, and you have progress.
Cornerstone of our democracy: free and fair, open elections. If you're an American, you can vote. You can participate in our democracy.
Further evidence of real democratic breakdown, that is something that I think the fact that we have not seen that is also something that is going to be a relief to US allies and the rest of the world.
Democracy, therefore, is not just about government or parties or elections. It's about learning, listening, speaking, winning, losing, compromising, and growing.
To create those relationships of belonging with people with whom we don't know. We all interact with other kinds of people, but we can build those relationships of trust.
If we think democracy as civic technology, there's a lot of possibility in each of us and in all of us to create the technology in the service of local democracies.
You are part of a generation that faces one of the greatest challenges of all time: preventing the demise of democracy.
It's our hope that this festival will become an agora here in Baltimore, where you and others in the community can come together as fellow citizens to take up the cause of democracy in our communities.
In order for democracy to work, you got to work at democracy. You got to show up, you got to stand up, and you got to speak up. That each and every one of us could make a difference. And we work together, we could make change.